whether or not the most homophobic people are gay themselves. And the findings of their study indicate that yes, they are.
Oh my god, I'm fucking feeling it. I am feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. In fact, I should have just called the stream that. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. How's this look? I literally have no idea what to even make of this. It's just, I don't know. That's the thing now, I guess. Fuck it. Oh my god. Oh, I need to like not be sober anymore. I was not sober for a part of that show, and then I sobered up at the end of it, and I'm like, oh no, I need to not be sober anymore, so I cannot feel pain and feel like I'm alright again. Because, ow. Oh shit, I got a text message. What the fuck is this? Hold on. Where the fuck? Where did my texts go? There they are. Oh, okay, I see what's up. Alright, there we go. Just send a little message out. Ugh. Oh. God damn it. My phone's been taking a little bit of a beating tonight. Jesus. Oh, this is gonna please me so much with this bowl. This is gonna please me so fucking much right about now. And is my gut, like, internally down here trying to gamble with me right now? Because I don't like what I'm feeling bubbling up. Why must my body and my life and everything literally be challenging my ass tonight? What the fuck? Not just tonight, but like all damn day. I'm taking this fucking hit. I need it like now. My neck hurts. My body's sober now, realizing like, oh god, the pain of a show has now impacted your entire neck, and you're gonna feel that tomorrow. And I don't want to feel that now. I'd rather that tomorrow. Wake up being miserable instead of being miserable now. Oh my god. Immediately. Literally immediately. So much better. Oh, just right off the bat. Oh my god. Shit. Wait. Hi, where from you? Minus that, really broke a sentence. PNW, the Pacific Northwest. The not so good US of A. Yeah, that place. Oh, I still have my fucking soaked ass shirt on me. Ugh. Ugh. That shirt has been soiled in many ways. Oh, fuck my neck. Dude, that pit fucked me up tonight. And, yeah, someone, like, definitely got me good with, like, with an elbow or something. Right all ball on this bitch. Oh. I've not been to a metal show in a long time, and I have not been to a metal pit in a long time. And fuck me, I forgot how wild it can get sometimes. Jesus Christ. Can we get a comment? The Brave Air may find a wildfire someone, please? Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, because Oregon's been going through a lot of fucking bad wildfires too, and there's, flights of, firefighters and their planes doing that shit. Hell yeah, dude. Is it normal in your country for a woman to open the chocolate box of another man, even though not going? What? The fuck are what? The hell are you even talking about? Huh? Okay. I need to not feel agony right now to deal with this. Where's my grinder? There it is. Can give us a windmill? Fuck, I was doing that earlier. My neck hurts. Here, let me turn this up. I need the music to feel it first. That's as much as I'm doing. That's literally as much as I'm doing. Ow. I've done that enough. I've literally have done that enough. Ow. Hey everyone, what's up, Sparky? It looks like it should be in the movie Lost Boys. I'll take that. Fuck it. I mean, honestly, I've been kind of thinking lately I should probably, at the very least, maybe even get into some voice acting or something. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of been intrigued with that a little bit. Been a while. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? Been getting a little bit more with our goal and, shooting shit, talk shit, smoking shit, drinking shit, blasting shit, fucking shit, all that good shit. I been moshing that good shit, and now I'm in pain and don't regret it, but I'm also like, ow, agony, because of this some voice acting in a few Colgate commercials. That's cool. Yeah, I've done like minor roles as like a filler, so it'll just be like like an audiobook or like a little mini story, and then one of my buddies would be like, I need a voice, and you're good with an impersonation of this character that I'm thinking of. Can you do one? And I'll send him a few different prompts, and he's like, I like these, or I like this one the best. Can you refine that a little bit? Do another one, and boom. Do that, and he's like, cool, I'll send it over to the other person that is editing my story and shit like that. So giant aerial fan, cool. Shit, what's up, Pinky? You're ripping those 6-valve filter, right? I'm mixing it with weed. We had 104 on Tuesday and 109 on Wednesday. Boss man decided it was perfect time to get on tin roof and install some solar panels. Ew. Gross. That's literally like dangerous. I'd literally be like, fuck you. You literally are like, are you trying to get me heat illness? And you're in Germany. Like, don't you got like actual like rules and regulations in labor where it's like, yeah, I literally am like sick or I'm not doing that, and you just are allowed to not do that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, don't you also have like mental health days, sick days, where it's like, yeah, I just literally don't feel like coming in. Mentally, I'm not 100%. I just don't want to come in. Like, y'all got those protections. We don't got that in America. What the fuck? What are you in, like, Texas? Jesus. That sounds like some shit you hear in Texas. Because they do that shit. In Texas, they literally have a law where heat illness and heat prevention is not accounted when it comes to worker health. Like, yeah, if if it's 110 out in the like heart of Texas and you have to fucking do some construction, build a road or some shit, tough shit. go fuck yourself. If you die of heat stroke, that ain't our problem. That's what the state of Texas loves to tell you. The only thing getting done was me. Well done, in fact. Yeah. Yeah, let's just, like, let our workers, like, literally cook in the sun, you know? It's not like, you know, maybe postponing that on the virtue of just the health of your workers is probably, you know, better. Gypsy from Australia. What's up, my man? Close to the watch hours. About, last time I checked, 90 hours away. I was going to do, like, a little pregame, like, all right, we're going to a show, what's up, y'all, kind of thing. I don't know if you saw Inky on my community post that I made, but I literally had a side quest of all side quests, and it sucked. And I missed pretty much all the openers for the show today, but at least for the bands I wanted to see, 6 Feet Under and Cataclysm, I did see that shit. So I was happy about that. I didn't miss, you know, what I really was wanting to see, so I was happy about that. A little shitty that I couldn't see the rest of the bands, but I saw their names. I'll check them out. The key was there the whole time? Yes. It literally was in a spot. It was like the one place I didn't check. I literally looked everywhere else that I was like, okay, it had to be here. But I was like, in back of my mind, at a certain point, I gave it because I was like, fuck it. Maybe that spare key went to his girlfriend or something or whatever. I just started thinking some other shit because I'm like sitting here rapid firing like, how do I get back in the house? Because to get to the show, I had to get back in because my phone was, which has my ticket, was in the house charging. I was just like, bruh, and all I did was just grab a fucking beer after I walked the dogs for a minute. And then I guess nonchalantly I locked the damn door, not realizing. Oh my god, why did I? My hubris, man, my fucking hubris. Sorry, I had to go for that. It wasn't a big deal. I mean, it ended up being good overall because I made the show, I made what I wanted to see, and I got some good footage that I uploaded and stuff, you know, already. I haven't gotten the footage from 6 Feet Under uploaded, but I did get some of their good shit. And I got their set list, too. Which, actually, where did I put that fucking thing? Where did I put the set list? Did I put it in here? I did. Here it is. Got 6 Feet Under set list. Which they also, strangely enough, literally just had it written down. They didn't even have it printed out or anything. I was like, I'm taking that. I don't give a goddamn. That's mine. And I got a pick from their lead guitarist, who also, not gonna lie, literally was probably like the biggest energy of the whole show. His solos, like his overall, like everything about him was just fucking like, just raw. It was so good. I got a little pick from him. Went down on the very front line, just passing them out to people. It's like, here you go, here you go, here you go. It's like, you don't want a set? I was like, I pointed out, and he's like, here you go. It's like, yes. It's just like, fuck yeah. Give me King Cobra vibes. Hey, don't be besmirching Cobes. One, I definitely don't got King Cobra vibes because I touch grass and actually have a stable life. And for two, don't fuck on Cobes like that, man. Yeah, what Adam said. Rip Cobes, man. Like, out of all the locales, he literally was, like, the most harmless, genuinely, like, cool motherfucker out of all of them, you know? Despite his problems and all that shit. Like, don't besmirch his name like that. I know what you're trying to do. I don't like it. Of course, he literally was genuinely, like, an outright nice guy. I mean, I just honestly hate that there were some trolls in that locale community of his that kind of fucked with him really bad. Instead of just chilling with him. You know what I mean? Like, but that's what happens with locale communities. That's why I lurk. I might observe sometimes, but I never participate because it's kind of toxic. And it kind of sucks. Some locales deserve it, though. Got the old school, Brett Keane, Cyrax. I mean, you got a few of these locals out there that absolutely deserve it. What's his fucking name? Jared Genesis, who's also like a pedophile too. Like, you got all these locals that absolutely deserve their fucking shit for 100%. But not all of them. Just want to tell you how much your sister lifted me up. I've been so 4 months and he gave me the strength to finally smoke meth again? No. Smoke weed instead, bro. What are you doing? Nah, dude. There's a kid's cap. It's away right now. It's over here because I'm like sore and worn out and fuck my back. I'm going to hate waking up tomorrow. And none of my substances are working yet. Oh, now I just remembered. I'm also making mac and cheese because I'm hungry as fuck. And, oh, yes, the water's boiling. Hell yeah, brother. I will be walking away every so often to be maintaining my mac and cheese because I am indeed hungry as fuck. I just wish we had salt. I just literally realized a little too late that we're out of salt. Which is kind of bummed, but what are you going to do? Just got to work with what you got. Alright, turn the heat off and stir, let this thing for a bit. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm coming back. Ugh. Hungry as fuck. Need drink and all that shit. Advil liquid gels. If we had some. Speaking of, I know we got some ibuprofen. I might take one of those in a minute. Actually, not a bad idea. Next time I go over there to deal with my mac and cheese, I'm gonna do that. Oh my god. Who fucked me up in the pits, dude? Jesus. It's like the first time I've been in a mosh pit where I'm like, ow. Can I keep doing this? You know what I mean? I'm just like, oof. Every like that the stream gets is €1 to the Berlin Animal Shelter. Oh yeah. I don't know if you're, what, are you gonna donate if you're doing that? If so, fuck yeah, dude. That's cool shit. There's already 8 likes, so. What's your neck? I saw these guys live. Cataclysm. And 6 Feet Under. So I was obviously in a pit, having the time, and then either somebody's elbow or something it hit me, and now I got a pinched nerve, and it's fun. Awesome. Smells like cigarettes. Nah, it probably smells like the smell of like boiling water and noodles and then weed. Like, there's not going to be any schmigs being... What? They're not exactly correct on that one. Would you pin a comment? Yeah, why not? How's the show? Awesome as fuck. I had no expectations for 6 Feet Under, but I was like, I'm going to stick for the show. Why not? And frankly, I'm glad I did. Chris Barnes, honestly, like, was killing it. I will say, I've heard some weird mixed feelings or some opinions about him in the past, where, like, apparently there was times where during tours, every so often, he would, like, start fights and other shit, like, stuff like that, kind of, not really the most greatest person to work with type of shit, from what I've heard. And I've, heard some of 6 Feet Under, also not even realizing that Chris Barnes was the guy that started that whole band and everything. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. But I've also heard that even in live shows, there's times where he just doesn't sound good. But he sounded great. I mean, there was like a few times where he was trying to go like, yeah, like really high up, but it just sounded more like, sounded more like that. I was like, okay, try not doing that, dude. But beyond that, good show. Great shit. Good energy, all that. Oh, yes, yeah, NBA got all the skunk off the beans. There's no smell of that anymore. Wait, German. Wait, what German? Oh, Equilibrium? Oh, fuck yeah. I've always wanted to see him live. Nice. Good shit, dude. Hard to separate the art from the artist sometimes, eh? Yeah, sure. I will say, like, there's plenty of artists where I will look at them and be like, personally, I'm not a fan of you, or maybe I used to, but because of other shit that came out, or whatever the fuck, I'm like, not so much. But I'm still gonna like your art. I mean, I'm still gonna listen to those albums that I've listened to before. Like, I mean, a good example is Marilyn Manson. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, even with his newer music, I'll listen to that shit too. It's good, honestly. I like it. I mean, you know, so despite his whatever weird little fucking journey that I definitely don't like, and his weird shenanigans that he's done before in the past, it's like, I don't know. A part of me is like, that's just kind of Manson, but also it's like, I mean, I've seen plenty of videos and stuff of him outside of shows where he's actually being kind of fun, silly, and just kind of goofy, and just kind of being a person. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you know, on one hand, I'm like, I get it, but you know, he's probably like the best example, arguably, for some, you know, for what I'm talking about, just because like he doesn't really have that much baggage. He's got baggage, but just it's not like Kanye or some shit. What's your go-to dinner when you have to cook for yourself? Probably just something basic like pasta with like a sauce and then some meat, and then just whatever else I got to mix in with it, or like a stew or a gumbo, or just something as simple as mac and cheese or ramen. I mean, basic shit that's like kind of accessible ingredients that you can just kind of find around. Like pasta, then you got like a jar of marinara or like Alfredo, and then you got like, you know, a couple brats, or maybe even like a little bit of like, you know, meat that, you know, you still need to cook up or some shit. There you go. Boom. Combine all that together, you got a nice dish. Like the last couple days too, depending on how much you make. So there is that. Fuck. I barely did like this weird little like thing, and it's getting better, but fuck me, dude. Ow. I'm not gonna have fun waking up tomorrow. I'm gonna be miserable. Still some greens to have laid around. Weed? No, I'm not gonna put that in food. Grocery store brand frozen ravioli with red sauce. Another good one is you find like some shit like kind of pre-made or like whipped up like shrimp or fit, you know, something like that, like shrimp scampi or something. All you have to do is basically just cook it in a pan. I'm not gonna lie, if you get like a little something like that, then just like, yes, pasta, it's pretty good. But what's even better is if you have your own ingredients and you get like the raw fresh shrimp and then you whip it up your own. That's way better because it's cheaper. But it is shrimp too. Like, shrimp isn't known for being cheap. Unfortunately. Chazzy's sleeping, she's dreaming. Oh, no, she woke up. I heard her going, whoop, whoop. No! Whoa, dude. Jazzy, get over here. What the fuck, y'all? Damn. I'm not in the mood to whip my head over and be like, yeah, yo. I have to like whip my whole body over to do that right now. What about edibles? I haven't had them in a long time, but I fucks with them. A lot of time I just eat like 3 handfuls of cashews in my meals. Nice. I hear the ancient. No, but I'm also going to be looking at my mac and cheese that I'm whipping up real quick. I've been looking. Well, nice. Gotta do the water drain. Got the al dente going. Oh, we lost a noodle. But don't. Oh, we're not listening more to this. There we go. Let's get all of our ingredients mixed in. Make this with a little kick. Sit. A little bit of that to a little splash on. Not a lot, but a little splash, and then a lot of butter.
With terrorists. There's more of us than them, and so they're scared of us. Waiting on negotiate with terrorists. There's more of us than them, and so they're scared of us. It's America versus Donald Trump. He can get the voice, it would never be enough. How much fucking more does it really fucking cost?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be so good. Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. I'm just gonna let it do its thing for a minute. Oh yeah. Mac and cheese is just a bad cause of pasta knockoff. You know what? Let me have my thing. You know what? It's still gonna be dank. I don't give a goddamn. Your cousin plots. Hey, song filled in the last little bit of that. Fuck 'em. Nah, I kid though. I kid. Honestly, I do want to try some of that though. I've looked it up before, and I'm like, that does look dank as fuck. None. Also, I'm not gonna lie, because there's this bar called Prost in Portland that I like. I haven't been in a while, but I like to go, and I will always get like German beer soup with a Bavarian pretzel with cheese sauce and a pint of like fucking German import beer. Usually like this like banana kolsch or something like that. I forgot exactly what it was. It's like a banana like kolsch something. You know, and oh, I'm not gonna lie. Vibe. A little bit spendy, but vibe. But the thing is, they have their shit imported. Like when it comes to the beer and stuff, like they actually have like German beers that they import, you know, and they also will give you like full steins, like a liter big, where you can drink that shit. Where it's like, depending on what it is, it can be between like 11 to maybe $17, depending on what it is. But it's like, oh my god, it is amazing. It's fucking lovely, dude. if you ever find yourself in the States, Sparky, and you come into Portland, Norway, we definitely gotta show you that spot and see if it's like if at least authentic enough, or at least it's not like Deutsch, but it's got some of the spirit. And if it's got that, I'll be happy. Shit, I'm not even gonna lie. There was like another bar too that's really fucking awesome. That's not even. I mean, it's not the same area, but I mean, depending on how you bar hop, it's like kind of on the way or on the way back. I don't know, depending on how you look at it. But it's called the Workman's Tab, and it's literally like a labor union, lefty, progressive, like borderline anarchist bar, and it's so fucking awesome. It's one of my favorite spots because it's a two-story bar where in the upstairs you have these different rooms where one of them is like a reading area, and they got like a chess table and like different games and all sorts of literature from all sorts of different readings from all sorts of authors I haven't even heard before. Or it's even works from people like Lenin or like Lucy Parsons or Bill Hayward, or maybe even like internationally, like even like maybe a book by Castro or some shit like that. Like they will have all sorts of really cool books where I'm hanging out with the boys, but I'm kind of skimming through some of these pieces of literature, being like, this is kind of cool. I wish I could take it. I wish I could just like check it out like it's a library and then bring it back the next time I come back or something. But I'm like, nah, I'll just like look up the book and then just buy it later or something. Or just go there on my own time and just sit, just read one of them. Do you Germans actually drink Heineken, or is that what you export to as foreigners? I think Heineken's Belgian. Isn't it Belgian? I'm pretty sure that's a Belgian beer. It's not German. Or am I wrong? Like, because I don't think Heineken's, despite its name, I'm pretty sure it's not a German beer. Unless I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. I don't drink that shit. It's piss water as far as I'm concerned. I really don't like it that much. I've had it before, and literally, I'd rather have a fucking PBR or Rainier or something. Like, it's just... One, it don't do nothing, and two, it just don't taste like anything, to the point where I'd rather have, like, kind of a shittier tasting beer and just get buzzed off that. Oh, it's Dutch. Oh, so I'm not even correct at all. It's not Belgian, it's Dutch. So it's definitely not German, but it ain't Belgian, it's a Dutch beer. I was at least a little close, but... no cigar, though. No cigar. No, none of us are correct. So, but hey, it ain't German, though. So you should start bitching about the Dutch about that one. Just a little bit. And frankly, as far as I'm concerned, what the Germans import to us is pretty good. Maybe they got better shit because, like I said, that Bar Prost that's in Portland, like they get actual German imported beers and shit, and it is amazing. So I'll say that much. Like when it comes to those German imports, if you're getting that shit, not like your international like standard kind of stuff that people are always familiar with or whatever the fuck, which I don't know what that would be. But like if it ain't that, I guarantee you it's probably going to be really good. Probably not as good if it was like domestically brewed at in Germany or whatever, but it's still good. It's amazing. Fencing Columbia. I don't know if I've had one of those before. Belgium has Jupiter, which is pretty good actually. Sounds good. Speaking of things that sound good, I'm going to finish up my mac and cheese. Bring it over here. Pretty sure butter's melted. Done. Oh yeah, it's about ready. I just need to get Chi all up in that bit. Oh yeah, she's about to be nice and thick. Stir. Whip her up nice and thick. Oh my body is literally craving it. Like, I have to subconsciously stop myself from eating this right now. Oh my god, damn, this is so. Oh yeah. What's that chicken in there? Oh yeah. Alright, I can just bring it over here at this point. I just gotta keep stirring it up though. And I'm turning this light on too. Ugh. Meh. Let's do a little bit more stir. All that good shit. Vito, you are muffling like all that. Oh my god, this is. Oh yeah. Germany or Ireland? On what basis are we looking at that at? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, Copaino los dos, I'm an American, goddammit. Like, I look at both those countries, I'm like, they're way better than us, regardless of their flaws. So, I don't know, man. To me, it really don't matter. Both? Like, all the above, yes? This mac and cheese must fucking die right now. Mm. I need to absorb that for a second. I'm not gonna eat all that like a savage, but oh my god. I fucking needed that so hard. I wish I could really like emphasize it, but my neck and my body hates me. I'm a German looking Irish. It's kind of funny because at least genetically, I'm more of like an Irish looking Norwegian Nord motherfucker. I got a lot of Nord in me, but I'm also like more Irish and more like Celtic than Nordic, strangely enough. At least, you know, for what my DNA results tell me. I mean, I got like at least for sure like 15 to 20% Norwegian abouts, and then for sure about 25% Irish, you know, because of my mom's side, at least, especially. So I'm at least cold Irish. And then the rest of it is just literally mixed European mutt, which includes the Emerald and British Isles and Northern Gallia / like Norman, Frisia, shit like that. Even a little bit of Dane. So I got definitely, you know, probably some Frisian, you know, probably like Norman / Gaelic or Gallic Celtic or Gaelic Celtic, kind of thing. Where it's like not necessarily the Emerald Isles, but like mainland Europe Celtic a little bit. So I'm just like literally a Northern European mutt in like every sense of the word. But I will say, at least I do weirdly have for sure Anglo-Saxon background guaranteed because I am indirectly a descendant of I think King Richard III. Indirect because he had an illegitimate bastard son and he ended up being the captain of Calais, which was in France. And he for sure probably was a little bit of a perv and had different relations with many women. So he likely is probably where I come from. Is the bastard son of King Richard III. I've looked it up, and at least, from what I understand, at least especially based off what my family has looked up from my mom's side and my own personal research from the little information that I do know, that's pretty much about as close as I can think of about where that lineage comes from what I can get. Maybe that's not necessarily correct, and maybe if I talk to my family more, at least the one that is keeping those records and saying like, oh, it's a little off, it's actually this King Richard or whatever, then hey. But as far as I'm concerned, at least for right now, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I'm descended from Royal Duke of Normandy. Oh, that's fucking cool. But I'm sure he was a terrible person. Well, back in the day, most people were probably terrible. Our ethics and morals are way different, a lot more lax and laissez-faire about what was acceptable, so. My sister, a Mormon polygamist. Ugh. So that kind of makes it difficult to figure out, like, the background, huh? Which mom? Which dad? Like, ugh. Just don't mention that to my roommate, because he grew up being Mormon, but not in that more conservative way and traditional sense of Mormonism. Still did, though. But I always have interesting back and forths with him about shit like that. Just because it's like, he's still weirdly, like, will believe in certain things about it, while also saying, like, yeah, there's a bunch of bullshit, but also, like, weirdly being sympathetic to a degree. I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing to explain without him being here to just do it for himself, because I don't want to speak for him on that. It's interesting. Because I still, despite him, not being Mormon, I know that for a fact, he doesn't practice it, but it's like, it's just interesting that he still holds to some of its beliefs. I mean, I suppose it's the same with me growing up Christian, and I harbor some of those values too, to a certain level, but that's just because I think those particular values are good. Like helping your fellow neighbor, love thy neighbor, and help the poor and give to the needy and shit like that. Like, yeah, these are things I agree with. Like, a lot of things that Christ himself even preached, right? Like, I do agree with those things. Doesn't mean that, like, I think, the biblical virtue and the version of those ideas and values are true. I could look at it separately from that and say, like, hey, I still can agree with ultimately, like, what those virtues are without having to still adopt and agree with, its teachings or its questionable history. We'll put it that way. Grew up Irish Catholic, and that shit was fucked up. I imagine. I mean, I kind of have been a part of a Catholic, churches before. Because my step-grandmother, before she passed away, I mean, she was Catholic, but my grandfather was Protestant. Make that make sense? I don't fucking know. But, yeah, they were. And her name was Betty. I mean, she's passed a long time ago, so I don't really feel bad saying her name. But she, for a long time, despite being Catholic, was actually a very progressively liberal Catholic in Catholic slash like religious terms. Not, entirely, but she was despite that too. Like there's actually been plenty of conversations we'd have about social issues where she's like, well, yeah, there might be weird, but don't you think they're just trying to live their life and this and that? Back when like bronies were a really huge thing, I was like kind of like, even as a furry, being like, yeah, fuck the bronies. They're kind of weird and creepy. And she was one of the few that would hear shit like this, be like, well, aren't they just trying to like, express and have fun about what they're into? Like, you can't stop someone from liking a show and this and that. And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, God damn it, you're right. I was kind of like, yeah, you're right. I mean, even then, I knew that position regardless, but I'm still like, I still got my take though. You know what I mean? It's like, all right. But she would even, despite her, broader values about various different things, would sometimes even outflank me, at least at the time. I mean, it's just a very interesting thing about, like, with some conservatives, at least just abroad, but at least in my experience, or at least when it came to someone who was Catholic, born and raised throughout their whole life, and yet was still almost like really antithetical to a lot of variations of Catholicism. It's just an interesting thing, that I've thought about her sometimes. Because she was a little bit of a wild card, but also a really cool person, and I kind of wish I was able to, see what her life was early on, because, there was a lot of stories about her even when she was like 11, because her mom and dad used to own like a little small like smoking shop, or not a smoking shop, but a fucking like a little grocery shop, or like a little, something like that, convenience store that was in the middle of bumfuck North Dakota. And sometimes she would be running the till and stuff like that at like 11 years old. Yeah, child labor, but it's a mom and pop thing. I mean, it's not great, but sometimes dad's out doing some other shit, and he's or mom's got like other chores at the house to deal with. Like, who else gonna do it? The oldest child. If the eldest is 11, then hey, they know enough. Fuck it. That's how they did it. I couldn't imagine it personally. That sounds kind of a little diabolical, but it's part of her story, and it's kind of wild. Oh man, but cool shit. And like her personality and who she was is always just like a fun, interesting wild card. But also, get on her bad side. Oh, she could be a cruel bitch. I mean, if you got on her bad side, I will say that. But it was kind of hard to get on her bad side though, so it's not like that happened often. Or, well, really at all. What's it like being a furry? What's the appealing part? No judgment, bro. I mean, it's no different than just being anything else, I guess. I don't really think much of it being a furry. It's just, that's what I'm into, and I like that type of shit. I mean, the appealing part is just like the virtue of like the creative element. All across the board with stuff like that. Whether it's just art, the fursuiting, and the cosplaying stuff, or yeah, even the sexual shit, like all the above. I mean, all that, the creative elements of all that type of shit is, what to me, is appealing. So I like it. It's like kind of a creative variation of, adding a little spark to life, right? That's how I look at it. Besides, like, furs are so goddamn normalized at this point, where I'm not really as active so much in the community, basically, at this rate. Just on the virtue, it's like, uh, to me, normies, man. It's like you're attracted to squirrels. What? No. Got nothing to do with that shit. I mean, think of like, I don't know, like Lola Bunny, Judy Hopps, or like, or even maybe like, something like the Lion King and shit, right? Like, I mean, there's different little elements of anthropomorphism that isn't necessarily furry, but furries adopt that because the whole point of it is anthropomorphizing, different things to be more human, than not. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. And so even on a level where, like, even like the Lion King, where it's like quote unquote like paralyzed a little bit because they're literally like on all fours and shit like that. I mean, there's still anthropomorphism because they're sentient beings and shit, right? I mean, like in dead ass, there was literally a egg and a nut, no pun intended, with the scroll shit, where it's like, yeah, furries, were tapped in, which and kind of saw the game a little bit. You know what I mean? Same with like Robin Hood and fucking all sorts of. And honestly, like what really helped normalize furs so much in a way where I'm kind of like, God damn it, was Zootopia. And ever since then, like it's just grown. I'm just like, fuck. And as a furry, I love Zootopia, but I'm just like, motherfucker. Why did it have to just like make us normalized? I kind of like being a little outlier and shit. Bugs Bunny. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not like attracted to him as a character, but he's an example of what I'm talking about. Yes. I mean, also, especially considering that he's weirdly like progressive for his time too as a character. I mean, think about it. Like he would openly not give a fuck about cross-dressing just to get his way and get his little carrot. You know what I mean? Like he would do shit that would be exceptionally unorthodox for a dude to do, but yet as a male portraying character as Bugs as he was, like he literally will not give a fuck about that type of shit. He'd be like, all right, I'm going to pretend to be a lady for now because it gets my carrot. It gets what I need. You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of like a little bit of a sophisticated, cool, badass motherfucker in that way, in the sense where he is comfortable about shit like that. If a dog furry person gets attacked by a real dog, is that animal on animal violence? No, but I haven't seen that before, so I wouldn't know what that would look like. To be fair, even me, as a furry, I would kind of laugh at that a little bit. I would hate the virtue because, like, oh, damn, their fursuit got fucked up. But I'm like, that is a little funny, though. I will admit. Went to East High School. You look kind of familiar? Question mark. I have no idea what you're talking about. East High School, huh? I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. I must be a doppelganger to an old friend of yours or something. Because I now I'm kind of confused. Like what? What's it called? Psychology of it. I mean, honestly, I can't really explain outside of my own personal anecdote. And for me, it's because, like, I don't know, I've always felt a connection when it comes to, like, life on this planet just abroad. Like, if to kind of go deep a little bit with that, I suppose. But, it's one of those things where it's like, I personally feel kind of connected to stuff like that and have, like, an animal magnetism. But also, as a creative and an artist myself, like, I like to kind of, like, put both together. And even before I knew what a furry was, I was kind of unintentionally doing shit like that without even realizing it. Until, like, one of my old family friends, mentioned it to me once. And I was just like, oh. And then I explored it and realized this shit's fucking cool. And just kind of just stuck with me since. That's my detector. Yeah, bro, you're a little late, not Judge. Because, dude, you had to be here for the old place for that to be the case. There was a smoke detector that was going off like a madman every so often. Like, that was an arc on the stream for a while, my guy. I don't know if you were there for that time, but it was a thing. I will tell you much. What the fuck are you doing, Vito? Ow. Oh, I know, you just want loves and cuddles, but I can't really do all the crazy love and cuddle on you, because I'm injured. People always on top of the smoke detectors. Yeah, unless the landlord prohibits you from being able to change the battery off the fucking thing. Because you live with a shitty landlord. Four Locos are still reserved. Gross. None of the above. Ew. Literally, like, none of the above. Like, disgusting. Daz, you looking like Fran just FaceTimed. He's tripping out right now. Wait, are you showing him me? I guess we're doppelgangers. Or maybe he's like a long-lost like cousin or some family member I never knew I had or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to tell you, dude, but cool, but also interesting. That's what happens when you get doppelgangers sometimes, I guess, right? East High School is where they film Stupid High School and New School in Salt Lake. Ew. Sir, I mean, yeah, like, you look familiar. Were you in, like, High School Musical? Ew. Like, come on. I looked like you before I threaded my hair. It hurts, man. I mean, I've thought about maybe doing it once. Honestly, I just don't want it to really look good on me, though. Though I will say, I am thinking about pompadour mulling this bitch. I mean, this length might not be there forever, but I'm also... Because I usually have it, like, tied up, like so, basically. I mean, not literally like this. I mean, I at least make it a little bit more neater, but... I usually have it like that, but after my show, I'm, you know, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just letting it do whatever right now. I don't give a shit. So, but, yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it, honestly, just because, like, I'm kind of ready to have these fill in, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm thinking, like, you know, the only way to do that is to pompadour mullet. Because then I can let this fade in more, and this I can just maintain for a bit and let the length kind of maintain back here and shit. Then once it fades in enough, I can just let everything grow out. And trim as I go, I say, you know, all that type of shit. Because I do kind of want everything growing back again. But I have an arc, you know, or have like a little chapter of doing pompadour mullet or something. I don't know. I don't know about that. Well, I already have long ass hair, and sometimes some of the fronts of my bits of my hair are already cut. Well, I mean, even that a little. Oh my god, what? I don't know, but I have like little stragglies sometimes, like these little guys, and I have like took them separate, and well, like where I'm like, And I kind of look around it for a little bit, and I'm like, all right. You look like a lead guitarist for the band, to be fair. Well, I'm not lead guitarist material, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get to that point, but I mean, I dibble-dabble with guitar, though. I also know how to play bass. I also know trumpet. My trumpet's back here. I mean, I know how to play different instruments. Like, I first started off technically without learning anything about music yet with piano, but just because we used to have a piano at my old house growing up, and I just fuck around with it. And it just had like a natural feel to it. But then eventually when it came to the band orchestra choir or the Bach program at elementary school, then moving on to like middle and high school, I was just like, I'm going to pick band because it sounds cool. And also the trumpet because it sounds easy because there's 3 buttons. Lo and behold, did I realize it was not easy. But I stuck with it, and I've loved it ever since, honestly. And I need to get back into playing trumpet. I just need to get some valve oil, some grease, and shit like that for it. Clean her out in the tub, stuff like that. Get her cleaned out and purdied up a little bit. She's a little rusty old dusty girl. She need a little TLC and some extra love. And a one wind instrument too. Well, I want to learn others as well, but I just haven't had the time. I want to learn how to play trombone and maybe even like double dabble of like French horn or something. Imagine like a ska band with a French horn, because I know that French horns, at least with trumpets, aren't too far off. They are different a little bit, but I have actually, looked at sheet notes and when it comes to like music theory stuff with French horns and trumpet, and honestly, they are pretty adaptable. Like you can overlap them pretty easily, actually. But I would have to get back into trumpet first before I start doing that, and then being able to translate. Why do you agree with gay ideology? Because I'm a bisexual person and I'm queer. It's not that I. What do you mean by agree with it? Like, it. Okay. I don't know. What do you want? I don't like. What specific answer do you want with this? Like, elaborate with that one. Don't learn the meat flute, my bro. Asked one time. It was on vibe. Well, I'm bisexual and I am familiar with what the meat flute is. And for me personally, it's okay because again, I'm bi. I'm a fence rider on that one. I'm a centrist when it comes to sexuality. The only time where being a centrist is acceptable. Just saying. I was bi for a minute, so I don't even know why I thought that. Probably because, you probably had a little, no pun intended, a hair up your ass, being like, you know, do I got a little something about me that's into this? And then, at least try to explore it and realize, like, yeah, it ain't my thing. But hey, that's okay, though. Ain't no wrong with that. I mean, honestly, I think it should be acceptable to be able to explore elements about sexuality or your identity and maybe be like, oh, yeah, I want to try it out a little bit and realize it ain't my thing. Cool. Don't do it again. There you go. Live and learn, right? Nothing wrong with that. As far as I'm concerned, that should be okay, right? Like, I mean, if you're thinking like, oh no, I see some men before that are very attractive and this and that. I haven't really thought about it, but I don't know. Try it out and realize, yeah, this literally ain't my thing. But I can at least respect, enhanced man when I see one. But yeah, I'm not sexually attracted to this. Like, yeah, I thought maybe something there, but there ain't. But that's a live and learn experience. Don't feel bad about it. I mean, actually, kind of feel good about it, knowing that you had a chance to explore something and realize that maybe it really ain't your thing. Makes you feel like, wait, what, dude? Wait, huh? That's wild. I feel like you'd actually be a homie. Well, I mean, as far as I'm just being supportive. I'm supporting what you're saying. If anything, coming from a bisexual queer person, like I recognize that there's things that people think about, try it out, realize it ain't the thing, or whatever. I've done that before. I've tried things out, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't me. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a part of the path of who you are as a person. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's all good in the hood when it comes to it at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's well twisted. I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe for different reasons, but I don't disagree with that overall. Peace out, dudes. You have a good one, man. I tried humans once, never again. I kind of feel that, but you just got to find the right human. You know what I mean? I mean, that also does kind of weirdly imply other things, and we don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, if not humans, then what else? You know what I mean? Like, just yourself, me, myself, and I. Because we identify as queer. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only time it really comes up if it's brought up, like, oh, you gay or this and that or something. Now, I'll mention it then. But honestly, like, it never really. I don't bring it up on my own. Maybe once in a blue moon, occasionally if it's like related to like a topic we're talking about or something. But like, usually I don't. I kind of go out of my way to like not talk about it because I don't care. Like, yeah, I'm bi. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? She's a baddie. Does speak English. Wish me luck. That's going to be a very interesting date. This place something you found out. Well, maybe to you. Like, yo, Josh, like, just because maybe to you personally you find it kind of gross that, like, maybe men, are attracted to men sometimes, or, like, women are as well, but so what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, what Melanie's saying, like, just don't think about it. I mean, don't think about what I may or may not be doing with a dude in bed. It's not like I, ain't gonna be having something with a woman in bed either. You know what I mean? Like, I've had the best of both worlds, and granted, I've had more experience with men, but so what? Like, who? At the end of the day, who gives a shit, dude? Like, yeah, you got your opinion and you think it's weird or whatever, but do as thou wilt, man. Live your life. That's fine. I mean, you don't have to think about what I do about my shit, you know what I'm saying? And besides, there's genuine, like, actual clean ways to participate sexually in homoerotic ways for men and women. If you partake in those, means, then it's not really that disgusting, okay? You just got to make sure that, you do basic hygiene, basically. A little hygiene before you get downtown. And also, don't pretend that you haven't had anal or tried anal with a woman before. Like, I mean, what? That ain't disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I mean, maybe, yeah, you haven't, but still, what? You don't think there are women out there that even will predominantly love anal more so than vaginal? Because I know for a fact there are. Why? I don't fucking know. That's their pleasure, as far as I'm concerned. But at the end of the day, that's the truth, though. Whatever people choose to do in the lab, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone's fine. That literally should be the basic principle. Even me, as an anarcho, crazy, radical lefty type, and I guess a crazy queer radical type or whatever, I believe and, advocate for that. I mean, because there was even a time for a while where I didn't really understand transsexuality or even like the more quote unquote extreme variables of like, queer identity and shit. But I didn't give a fuck. I was like, all right, those people exist. I don't get it. Weird, but fine. But in my own experience and talking to different people who are trans or non-binary, etc., and realizing like, one, they're literally just people like the rest of us. They got their interest in music. They got their, taste of media that they love to watch and this and that. They're just like you and me kind of shit, like it's like that one variable, that for whatever reason people have a hoopla over. And why is it when they're just like you and me, right? And if anything, if you actually ask questions, be like, I don't really quite get it. Like, what is being trans? Like, what is, like being non-binary to you? like they would actually genuinely be more than happy to answer the question and tell you their personal experience and their feelings around it and let you know about it. Like they're totally happy about that shit. I mean, I've done that a few different times just on the virtue, just because I want to, learn their experience. It's like I get it now, but I'd like to also learn the personal experience of some people sometimes, because like it's, for me, I like learning their journey a little bit and understanding where they came from, about how they end up being who they are. I mean, I look at that for anybody else. It's like the whole, like, what's your story question, right? I look that to anybody sometimes. It's like, you're kind of cool ass fucking person. What's your story? Like it ultimately comes down to that. I know I kind of missed a few comments here. New generation has been branched with social media. To a degree, but so have the older generation too. Everybody, period, in some way, shape, or form. I'm not exempt either. Have been brainwashed and been propagandized by social media in one way, shape, or form. If you participate in social media, then you're a victim of it. That's just unfortunately the virtue of being on social media, including this and what I'm doing. I mean, that's just kind of the unfortunate fact of the reality of what we gotta live with. I mean, we all are a victim of that, my guy. It's not just a particular generation or not. This is closet up being a homophobic shock. Yeah. You send him to shed, he will go completely bald live. No, and I'm not even able to have super chats yet. Close, but not yet. And I will never do that. It'd be more like 2,000. If I actually had $2,000 super chats collectively over time in the stream, I actually probably would do that. But nah. If you're one of the person that you thought maybe they're not human. Not personally, but there are definitely people out there that I do think that about, so. God loves you, may the Father have peace. Oh, okay, Josh, can we not, please? Let's not do that. Come on, man. I mean, we can have our back and forth, but let's not do the God bothering thing. Plus, also, I'm pretty sure Jesus himself wouldn't exactly be fond of that either. Considering he hung out with a lot of the invalids and the prostitutes and the lowly, people that were considered the low lives of society for the time, and hung out with them and actually, gave them more of a hope, and were conjuring them in the sense of being able to say like, hey, I am bringing the actual like voice of optimism for your lives, and am giving you, the example and showing you that. Like, this is something that can happen. Like, I mean, that included people who are queer and as well, including people who are blind, disabled, and mentally ill, and all sorts of other factors, including drug addicts, the invalids, everything. It was very accepting. It didn't matter what background they were. It didn't even matter what his personal opinion was about it, regardless. He ultimately saw them as just a fellow man that needed help, regardless of where they came from. And he never faulted anyone for their quote-unquote sins when it came to shit like that. Call Chinese man watches actual reverse. Weirdly enough, I kind of do agree with you. I mean, if you were to like look at China right now, like if you look at some of their policies, especially when it comes to certain things like social media and AI, they do kind of regulate it to a way where it's like, oh no, we're not going to have like AI basically be like this personal little friend of yours, or even like a relationship that like the West, has let AI have done, with many people. Like, they regulate their shit. And there's even times where they'll look at a billionaire that's doing corrupt shit and they're like, oh, no, you're dead. They'll literally fucking execute them. Like, I mean, because, like, nah, we're making an example of you to make sure the rest of these motherfuckers fall in line when it comes to, like, making sure that, they're not scalping off the people. And the state, granted. And this is granting that China has plenty of fucking flaws. But when it comes to the shit that they are doing right, they're doing it way fucking better than we are, broadly as the West, but also especially as the United States. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a position to start calling the shots of the world. Like, they are literally positioned in a point with not just Iran now, because of this whole fucking crisis, that shit. It's like, they're literally in a position now to literally, like, be the main superpower calling shots. And you know what? I actually kind of want that. I mean, I don't want them, controlling the U.S., whatever necessarily. But I do think that, like, what they're doing is fundamentally fucking better for progress than the other superpowers of Russia, the United States, and fuck, even the EU, because they're fucking shattered and broken, can't even fucking figure their own shit out. So, I mean, the one main superpower right now that does got their shit on lock is China. I mean, you can't fucking deny that. I mean, good, bad, right, or wrong, opinions aside, I mean, you have to look at the fucking facts of that shit and realize, like, they're fucking clobbering everybody at this point economically. Like, just fundamentally. They just are. Even with this Iran crisis. Like, they literally have a deal with Iran, and with this whole situation being like, oh, we are able to have, like, our trade go through. And even then, that's not enough now at this point where Iran has such a leverage where now they're calling shots to the point they're doing the attacks. Now they're on the offensive. And you know what? Given the whole circumstances, I'm not against it. I don't give a fuck. I hate to say it. I hate that, American lives specifically have to get involved in shit that Israel started with this whole fucking kerfuffle. But, hey, you know what? Like, as far as I'm concerned, if it genuinely, halts, this fucking bullshit that the United States being the world police and it accelerates that ends, I kind of can't be against that. Hate to say it, but I'm not. And that's given the problems of Iran as well, by the way, because they ain't, fucking no saints either. The country controller should have legal slavery. That's China. We got it here in America, bro. 14th Amendment. Like, we got that shit here. I mean, slavery is still very well and active all over the world. Not just in China. And also with the business class of these corporations. And they outsource specifically to these other countries because they can get away with this shit more easily. When it comes to these other nations where they have a lot more lax labor laws when it comes to shit like that, where they can literally use fucking slavery. Where do you fucking think the lithium comes from with your phones and your fucking electronics? Child slave mines out in the Congo and shit. What companies are fucking funding that shit? And where are they predominantly sourced when it comes to that, main extraction, and where they, head themselves when it comes to these contracts? A lot of these other countries where they are a lot more lax about this shit. Interesting. It's a whole fucking, like, web. It literally is. I mean, it's not really inherently the fault of a specific government, even though the many governments are at fault for this shit as well. But they're just a part of the web. If anything, look at the center of what that real spider is of that web. What really is it? I wonder what it is. It's probably the fucking money. It's the capital. It's that shit. And the people that run it and orchestrate the global economy and then, fucking, manipulate for their gain. It's those motherfuckers. maybe it's not necessarily like some sort of a left versus right thing. Maybe it's an up versus down thing. Because other nations are being able to figure this out a little bit better than we are. Even with fucking China. Like I was saying, Chinese kids have a better future than our future in America. I know. That's what I'm advocating and saying. Why are isn't it supposedly the richest country in the world, the United States of America, the good old US of A? Why aren't we leagues ahead of China right now? And we wasn't it like what 5-10 years ago we were talking about like these, futuristic cities that were basically just like these fake cities with nobody in them. Well, guess what? They're populated the shit, and then they're fucking literally all electric. Like, you literally go look at various different videos, even from fucking tourists and other people. Just go look at content from different, people out there in China, just regular people, and then, look at the difference. They just have better fucking opportunities. They have better outcomes. They have social mobility. Where in a hyper for-profit late stage capitalistic society, especially in America, where social mobility is practically fucking dead. And even completely fucking socialist or even communistic at all. They're a state capitalist nation. And yet they're able to fucking control the shit way better. Because of some of that socialistic shit too. I don't know. Maybe we've been said, and been taught wrong, when it came to China. And that is granted despite their flaws. Because just like any major power, they always are going to have flaws. Every empire has flaws. And they're going to have fucking problems that are egregious. But at the end of the day, in comparison to the United States, Russia, like, not so much the EU, but maybe like a particular nation, like, like, I guess formerly the UK, maybe France, etc. Like, you could probably like highlight a particular nation in the EU, but not really them. But like, when it comes to all these fucking empires, especially even historically, Napoleonic Empire, the French, the first, second, and third Reich of the fucking German empires, and then the fucking like Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire with Eastern Roman Empire and shit. Like, I mean, it's all the same. It's just difference in politics, culture, and society, but ultimately the foundations are not different. Maybe it is a little bit now, just because of climate change, and we are just in a system now where it's like we can't even really quantify exactly what the real post look of society should ought to look like now, because it's inevitable. Oops, I accidentally bumped something. All right, but I'm saying, but like, it's an inevitable thing, but we don't know what that's going to look like. And I really hope and optimistically, I'm looking, despite my accelerationistic, rhetoric sometimes, hope, that it is going to be something that can be like, building the ashes of the old. Because, or maybe not even necessarily, like building the ashes of old, but like also, just, reforming and restructuring a lot of what we already got going on. We don't have to tear all of it down, but a lot of it's already burning down before our fucking eyes, and we got to rebuild those ashes. So let's at least especially start with that, but maintain and reform and restructure and, like retrofit a lot what we can fix, because I don't think it's impossible. Things like climate change are going to make it pretty much, inevitable when it comes to being kind of fucked. And that's going to, no matter what, change how we're going to, look at society moving forward, especially in the next century or two. And that's also within our lifetimes. Like, things are going to be pretty fucking wild, moving forward, especially with that shit. No thanks to the fossil fuel industry. No thanks to the automotive industry. No thanks to the fucking, tech industry. No thanks to any of these cocksucking motherfuckers, because they cared about money, just like I was talking about from before, because it all connects together. Think about these data centers. It's all ultimately webbed into the same fucking web. It's all together. It's all about the fucking money. damn to the fucking environment, damn to the fucking people's outcomes and shit. Like, who gives a fuck? As long as I get my bank and I'm involved in making sure I maximize that fucking shit in my coffer, which none of us are able to achieve. So don't even think about it dreaming and gloating that you're going to probably get out of this shit, because you're not. If you're not out of it by now at this point, unless shit rapidly fucking changes, you're stuck where you're at now. I mean, fundamentally. Unless you got like some inheritance from your grandpappy or some shit that you're just waiting on or something. Like, and even then, probably not. Like, you got like, you know, you have to have like some weird Hail Mary coming up your fucking way to be able to like get out of this shit at this rate. If you're still stuck in your particular class at this rate. Because straight up, that really is just the fucking truth. Not just in the United States, but in this broader capitalist system with the West. I'm not even trying to be like some weird anti-Western fuck, but like the concurrent conception of the broader Western economics, politics, and culture needs to genuinely die. It needs to reform and become a new fucking thing, because this shit ain't working, chief. This is not working anymore, and it needs to be different. We can still have this conception of the West and all this other stuff. That's not a problem. But we need to have something different that actually benefits not just all of us, but the planet, you know, but also, you know, these nations too that desperately need to fucking change with this shit. With the US, the UK, like there's so many countries that are literally just needing this shit. And some of them are kind of getting there a little bit, you know, but how long is it going to take? Because we don't got the time. That's ultimately the problem. We don't got time for that. That's the most fucked thing about it. And unfortunately, we gotta have the time. Regardless. So, let's just hope that it's enough. That's why I'm an optimist, despite my accelerationism and my weird, like, I guess, pessimism, I suppose. Because it's like, I do yearn, you know, for us to get out of this shit. I mean, I really want to see, you know, all of us, regardless of politics and this and that, whatever the fuck, you know, like, I really truly want to see it be better for everybody. And you can think this and that or whatever, but like, as long as like we have a system that actualizes everything for everybody, you know, and saying like, hey, you can, you know, if you want it, this is where you want to move to because the jobs are good, or culturally you vibe with that more, or whatever the fuck, don't matter to me. We need to have a government system globally in place to be able to actualize that shit. We need a shocker, a one world government potentially, you know, to be able to, you know, actualize and also, you know, individualize or regionalize, you know, some elements about what the culture of we have now, because that's okay. Like, of course, we're gonna still have like traditions and culture and roots about like all parts of the fucking world that we come from. Nothing wrong with that. Let's embrace and, you know, and in fact, you know, bolster that shit. But we need to like bolster all of us as a species, you know, regardless. And if like one region or this and that or other places, you know, you're in better when it comes to like, you know, the arts or engineering or sciences or whatever the fuck, then let people have an opportunity to just go there and, you know, actualize that shit. Or maybe even not just that. Maybe they just vibe with the culture of another place way better, and they just want to be there because that's just what they want and that's what they vibe with more. You know, like, I don't give a fuck. Do as thou wilt. I mean, that's how I personally feel about it. Like, I want a world where we can achieve that, because regardless of, like, if you're even, like, yeah, I ethnically or culturally support this particular culture, and I want to be a part of that. Like, okay, fine. Do that. Go for it. I don't care. I want to maximize that opportunity for you. Like, I mean, I have no problem with that. I might not inherently agree with your ideas about maybe doing that or whatever the fuck, because you might be kind of a weird, nationalistic kind of weirdo or something, but what the fuck ever. It ain't my problem. It ain't my fucking issue. I don't give a shit. It ain't harming me. As long as they're not, like, trying to, like, force that on anyone else or trying to fucking, like, you know, like, do some weird, like, pan-Slavic / pan-nationalist fucking, like, movement or whatever the fuck, or, you know, like, and ruin it for everyone. Like, as far as I'm concerned, as long as it ain't shit like that, I don't care. Like, just leave me alone. You know what I mean? Because arguably, yeah, I wouldn't mind if, yeah, you would, especially when it comes to a white nationalist kind of person like that. Like, yeah, I mean, if there's a part of the world where that's a lot more acceptable, where obviously I'm like on the opposite end of, yeah, if that's what you vibe with more, and it's literally pretty much like overnight, you can just go there and just be a part of that shit, do it. Fine. I don't care. Better for us out here anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's how I kind of look at it. As long as at least, we all like are trying to at least benefit everybody regardless. As long as we at least look at it like that and be like, hey, we can still have these things and differences and whatever, but we need to at least have these unified goals to make sure that we all have a place on this ball of rock we call home, just fundamentally as the foundation, period. To say like, yeah, we have an opportunity and a space to do this. Just we can't do that unless we at least are trying to maintain and have our home that is the ball rock that we all live on, including all of life too, because we need that as well for us to live. Humans wouldn't be around, and most of life wouldn't be around if it wasn't for like the bees and like the algae and the whales and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, like a lot of the ecosystem would collapse without that shit, and we would too. So a part of like maximizing human opportunity is also maximizing the opportunity of our environment and trying to care for a lot of these animals that are literally like are foundational to how this ecosystem works, regardless of where that is. And the beans, oh, of course, the beans, which they are knocked the fuck out. Where is Vito? Jazzy's over here. Oh, there's Vito. Hey, buddy boy. You probably want a late night Wawa. I might give you one, but it's not going to be a long one though, guys, because I'm injured. Well, now I'm smiling home, have my bills paid, full belly. What's you need? Once a button, shoot on, I'm good. That's honestly, shouldn't that be for everybody? I mean, that's why I said even before my massive fat rant, like, it's not really a left/right divide when it comes to the issues that impact us. It's a up versus down issue. It's class. It ain't social issues. It ain't the immigrant. It ain't the queer. It ain't the tranny. It ain't this and that. It ain't that bullshit. It's the working class versus the fucking rich and elite and the upper class. That's what it's always been about. The fuck happened to you? I went to a concert. Oh, by the way, I got an album from Cataclysm as well, but the case got fucked up. I put it in my back pocket, and during the pit, it kind of got fucked up a little bit. That's what happened. So, and also my neck is fucked as well. Like, my neck hates me. My body hates me right now. I'm a girl, by the way. Everything some guy for my pick. Well, even your at Shadow Mystic, like even that, yeah, you. Everything strikes, your average, account being as a dude. Weirdly enough, that's probably a good thing because way too often women online tend to get harassed if it's known that they're women. More statistically unlikely, and I hate that shit because it's so fucking annoying. Because even one of my mods has her PFP of her, and so many people harass her and shit where they ignore me now and they go after her. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's so shitty, dude. It really is. I hate it. If there ain't a woman around, then they look at me and be like, are you some like translator or something? I'm like, where the fuck? Like, what? Where in the fuck and why in the fuck and what? It's like, what the fuck? All the fucks. does happen. I know. I mean, I've seen it way too often. It's just so shitty. Can women just get a goddamn break? Queens need their fucking break. Okay? You know what I mean? In fact, they need to take some dominance every so often. In fact, even the concert that I was at, dude, there was this like unironically this short stack in a good, great, excellent, awesome way, bad bitch that straight up was fucking up that pig. And there were some songs, especially of like Cataclysm, where both her and I were just like, yeah, just start singing. I'm just like, yeah, because we were just like, this is our fucking song. Oh hell yeah! I mean, I don't even know what her name was. I never got a chance to like say, hey yo, you were fucking amazing and blah 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 and what's her name. I never got that because goddamn, she was awesome. She was amazing, dude. You gotta like respect bad bitches and shit. You know what I mean? Like when you recognize one, you got it's like a game recognized game. You meet a bad motherfucker, but what about them bad bitches? You gotta recognize them too every once in a blue moon. You know, not even once in a blue moon, just when it fucking happens. I'm just smoking a week. Less than a quarter on average. Approximate. I'm not the only one that smokes this bag of weed. So it varies. I am the predominant one, but I'm not the one that's always chiefing. So I thought you spelled week wrong, and I was going to talk shit, but I realized I read it wrong, and I was sad. Lol. I feel that. Every so often, there's so many people that will literally just not chat right, and I'm like, grammar Nazi mode, I have to do it. But luckily, I think we weeded out that shit, so I think we're okay. Sounds like it was a hoot. I mean, well, look at me. I mean, yeah, it definitely was. I was trying to check out the e-bike center tonight. I was falling through in my e-bike, and she was walking in the fucking middle of the street, and she was saying, "Do what the fuck," like I'm the asshole. Well, she's actually the asshole because she's in the middle of the street. She stopped right in front of me. No. I mean, well, it's one thing you're trying to cross the street and then that happens and you're like, oh shit, my bad. Because I've done that. I'll be like, I'll cross the street real quick and then suddenly there'll be a car or somebody like, oh, you're there. And I'll literally be like, quickly jump like a rabbit, be like, my bad. And they're like, you're good, sorry, babe. And then just move along. Like, what? I'm assuming this bitch was probably literally on her rock, like just like, I was in the middle of the road, I don't give a fuck. I mean, because that's just kind of diabolical, I'm not even going to lie. Because you're obviously not the dick in that situation. You're just trying to do your thing, and she's in the middle of the road, and you're like, oh, hell no, what the fuck? And she's like, fuck you. It's like, fuck you, you're... What? What do you for a job? I do wings and stuff like that. I mean, without actually saying my job, like, I basically just work with wings, sometimes chicken sandwiches, and then, stuff like that, fried Cajun corn stuff. I mean, I might have narrowed it down if you know what I'm talking about, but... I mean, I will say, every so often, I might have, like, my work hat or, like, my work shirt or something like that on me. So, I mean, you might notice if you happen to hang around and I just forget to take one of those things off. Lady of the Night is a prostitute. Oh my god. What? So why is she in the middle of the road? She should be on the side of the road. Like, what? She would have just kept walking. I would have just went around her. I mean, for real, yeah. It would have been a lot easier. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? 27, I'll guess. Well, Sam, weirdly, you're not far off, but you're way too low. Bump up more. Actually, guess. Because my birthday's coming up, so soon this particular age will not be my age anymore. 30? Oh god, don't remind me of that. Bump a little bit more down. Just a smidge. You're close. I mean, I will say this much, Sam. You're literally, like, guess right in between. You're, like, literally right in the middle. 14 or less people. Well, don't bring that up too hard, because I try to avoid less than 18, you know what I mean? Like, I try to make my shit 18 plus just on the virtue, because I literally put on YouTube before I start streams, like, is this, 18 plus or not? Basically, I'm just like, no, it's not. So, yeah, I'm just saying, you're chill as hell, though, but it's fine. Well, just saying. It's more about, like, I just kind of think about it on my virtue of just my shit more so than anything, because I know YouTube is fucking stupid and weird with their algorithm stuff. Who fucking knows? Fucking phone call. I know I was muted. It was a fucking phone call. I was just like, why is this person calling me? And I declined it. So we can just come back. I know what it was. I know what it was, folks, and it was fucking annoying. Let me tell you. Anyway, I was gonna say like 24, but now I'll say 28. 28. Well, I will say, y'all got it right now, but at least for my age, but I'm gonna be 29. Coming up on the 16th next month. It's why don't remind me of being 30. Like, that's coming up soon. I mean, it's one of those moments where I'm just like, oh fuck. Even tonight, I'm realizing, like, my neck and everything after the metal mosh pit. I've been to too many punk shows where the mosh pits aren't like the most aggressive shit in the world. They can be, but not the most most aggressive shit. But like, oh, tonight made me realize, like, for one, I need to just get back into shape fundamentally, but also, it ain't getting better even despite that. It literally won't even matter. I'm literally gonna be just sitting here like, oh fuck. I was actually talking to some folks at the little bar section, at the venue, where they were like talking about how they like to sing Guar and Soulfly and Six Feet Under, like back like 20 years ago, like in the 90s and shit, basically in the early 2000s. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm a young buck, but also I'm turning 30, not soon, but soon. I'm just like, oh no. And I'm sitting here like, I'm nursing my, I'm already nursing my shit, and the main headliner hasn't even come up yet. I'm just like, oh, fuck. I'm literally sitting here contemplating while I'm like uploading my shit, so I can, delete memory space, so I can save memory, so I can record more shit and all that. I was just like, I was sitting there like, oh no, it's happening. I was like, oh no. Ah. Life begins at 30. Begins again at 30. I mean, maybe. It's probably a different journey for everybody. But who knows? Maybe it might. We'll see. My favorite band is Evanescence. It's a good band. I will say, Shadow, if you want like a really excellent band that's in tandem with that, is Nightwish. I don't know if you heard them before, but you should absolutely check them out if you haven't. Look up Endless Forms Most Beautiful, that album, or Oceanborn. That's an excellent album. That's their second album that they released. There's what was the name of it? This Once. That album's fucking great. There's what the fuck is the name of that album? I mean, I think it's his third album, but I forgot exactly the name of it. But it's, I mean, pretty much anything by Nightwish is just like chef kiss, immaculate amazingness, literal like Gordon Ramsay artisanal amazingness in your ear. It's just audio, like dopamine, just and serotonin, just flooding your ears. Oh my lord! Wait, what? Where is my camera? Am I just missing? Am I missing? Hola, ¿cómo estás? It literally is all black. I can still see the chat, but everything's all black. Bruh. Bruh. Literally, bruh. I'm sure you all probably can see me, but I can't see shit. I don't know, like, what's it look like? Is it literally all black, or is it or am I still here somehow to you guys? Because to me, I see everything else, but the cam, the cam literally just refuses to work. What happened to your phone? Oh my god! So that means you all also see the black void of the black hole. Oh no. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do this really quick, I guess. I didn't realize answering that phone call would cause this shenanigans. Son of a fuck. Cunt. Why must this entire day in some way, shape, or form challenge me? No, I can see you. Wait, so you can see me? I can't see shit. So do I just keep going and just say fuck it, and I just look at a blank thing while the HUD is still fine? Like what? Because I, what do I what? What the? What do I do? What the fuck? It's bullshit. God damn, man. Here, let me read some of these back comments because I know there's a few of them. I'll check them out, thank you. Oh, for Nightwish, nice. Singers, gorgeous Evanescence. Flor Janssen, yeah. Meadows, good morning. Have you listened to Malaya Rage yet? Yes, I have. I have indeed. Fuck it. Do I though? Because this is actually kind of annoying. I'm not even gonna lie. This actually kind of irks me. I'm gonna try one thing. If I like pop off and pop back in again, maybe. But if not, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But give me 1 sec just to see what, maybe if this whole idea works. Take it off of that. But wow, that actually fucking worked. All I do is pop off the app, move to Telegram for a sec, went off of that, and then went back on here, and boom. Now I see myself again. I guess it fixed itself up. But that motherfucker literally disrupted everything, and now it's dead. Now we're at like a view. Holy. I'm literally looking at my homie being like, well, telepathically and psychically being like, it's like, you bitch. You motherfucker. Gotcha, bro. Oh, hey. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I blame my bro. I ain't blaming nothing besides my bro. He was the one trying to call me endlessly and be like, I'm done being this neck of the town. I'm going to be over your neck of the town. I'm like, hit up another homie about this. Like, I'm doing my own thing. Like, low-key, like, leave me alone. Because I'm kind of retiring for the night. That's why I'm doing this. I will say I might mix drink something after this brewski because I just don't want to feel my neck fucking in pain. And ow. And it's mac and cheese. It's literally one of those things where I'm like, I can immediately dink on that, but it will also sober me up so quick. I already have it. I already had a little bit of niceness, and I'm just like, fuck. That's a conundrum, I will say. Are you waving that torch right quick? It's called I'm taking a hit and I'm putting. Yo, wow. Y'all freaked out over this? Nah, I don't use a lighter. I use a fucking lighter. I use the Aussie lighter when it comes to lighting the billy. Like, come on now. Just thinking the same thing. Oh my lord, you all are literally like, what? Yeah, let me. Yeah, I'm just gonna just like, wonk, just drop this or something, even though it's really not on right now. But ooh. A good lord. Okay, it's a good song, but that's also kind of like heavy copyright that I forgot to like. Wow, back to back. Seriously. This one I don't even care if it is or not. Caritos. It was set my comfort on fire. I mean, to be fair, I did unintentionally burn myself a few days ago, and now there's just this baby remnant. Don't mind the other injury. That's just I don't know what that is, but it happened once. I accidentally put my my thing on the torch, and I was like, "Ow!" That happened. I thought it was gonna be a big fat fucking bubble, but it ended up not really being the case. Eventually, it literally was just like kind of a little flap of skin that just kind of like broke off, and then now it's just this little extra layer of skin that's slowly but surely like healing in. So, all intents and purposes, it's doing good. Weirdly enough, I didn't even really feel it. It was only after I peeled like that little bullshit off, and I was like, okay, it's already pretty much coming off. Take it out, rest of it off, and I was like, okay, now I'm feeling it a little bit. But drinking, driving, and doing something you're supposed to be doing, or what? Well, that ain't my fault. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that, you dummy. The fuck? No, you're not gonna have any money, because no, you shouldn't be doing shit like that, you fucking moron. Drinking and driving? Are you fucking certain? No. That's like a line of saying, like, that should literally revoke your license for at minimum 10 years, but if not, probably permanently. Like, no, fuck that. What? Oh, hi, chunk. Oh. You notice I was getting mad, so you're like, you need comfort, chunk. Big chunk. Oh. Come here, girl. Up. Jazzy. Up. Oh my god, you goofy girl. Ow. Oh, my neck. Ow. Little chunk. No kissy kiss. No kiss. Ow! Stop! Don't do that. Go dog. Yeah, it's all just junk. Little sweet bean. Oh. She's like, yes, embrace my belly. Even down here, she's just like, yes, embrace it. Oh, you big old chunk. She is indeed a massive chunk, I will say. Oh, a little chunk. Oh. At least you don't smell like a skunk no more. All it took was a nice one thickum of a shower and a little bit of a rundown, and now you're good. Yeah, you just kind of smell like a dog now. Because you are. You just are a little chunk.
Wasn't long before the diehards felt the rug move from below.
Oh. She's like, yes, give me that scritch. Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, Lord. We're not letting gravity do its work. Ow. Careful. Ow. My neck. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just do your thing over there. I don't know. Ow. Oh, well, that happens. Oh. No, it wasn't my cell signal. It was a friend calling me, and I was like, fuck it. Because he literally kept calling me. The first time, I was like, I'm just going to decline it for a minute, and whatever, maybe you'll get the hint. But then he called again a little bit later, and I was like, fuck it. I'll see what's up. And then, yeah. Ignore live from my stream. Phoebe, no, I'm fucked up. Not mentally because of this. It's because I'm like my neck hurts. I'm fucked. I'm murked. I went to a concert. My goddamn fucking. I got wrecked going to DFF meetup. What do you take me for? I mean, unironically, hold up. The DFF meetup in Seattle. What the hell? Of course. I was looking up about the Vancouver, BC Rush thing, but I also need to think about that too because that's also like I think in the similar time frame. So I'm like, oh man, I might actually have to like. Hold up, give it 1 second. Got one more call that I need to do real quick just to ensure things are fine. Well, who knows? Ah, this motherfucking meal. Oh my god, why can't things just be like fine? Why can't they be chill? Why can't they be all chill? I fucking man. Rush over DFF. Phoebe, I know you don't believe that. I know you don't agree with that. I need to look at the dates and the times when it comes to Rush in Canada and then DFF in Seattle. Honestly, if I could start making monetization with YouTube and doing that shit on top of my work and everything, I probably could have enough money to even, let's say it overlaps to a certain extent and I just have to like immediately like fucking that, like basically go to Seattle for the meetup after that shit. I'll be fine with it. I don't care. I'll figure it out, like, and honestly, the whole trip to Vancouver, UF Rush, I mean, that's not really guaranteed, but I really want it to be so bad. Once I get a goddamn e-bike, that's my first expense, and then I save up, for that trip. I'm gonna also maybe see about, the DFF trip, because obviously I'm saving up for that, but I'm thinking, I don't know. I'll be able to work it out. Hopefully. I'm back. Well, hopefully, yeah. That's the whole idea. I know. Well, that's been my main thing I'm saving up for right now. In between the DFF meetup and then the fucking show at Rush and Vancouver, BC. Like those are the two main things I'm saving up for immediately right now. And then after that, on whatever I have left over is just immediately going to like getting a desktop basically. But like I said, I mean, maybe the income will look a little different. Will be a lot more accessible to branch these things out a little easier. But we'll see. Not quite there yet, but damn near almost. Times the FF meetup. It's in December. I don't know exactly what date. It hasn't really been established entirely, but I know it's sometime in December, and I'm just like, oh shit. Because I want to work with Phoebe on being like, yo, swing by Portland, and we just like take a train up in Seattle or some shit. Because she could crash here, like honestly, like there ain't no problem with that. And if she got like a homie or something that she's gonna meet on the way or whatever the fuck, I mean, they can be here too, and whatever the fuck, and we all just make our merry way to the meetup, or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And then we spend the night out there and take a train back and whatever the fuck, or go our separate ways or whatever, I want to work something out a little bit with something like that and be like, because Portland is just like a hop, skip, and jump from Seattle, basically. You know what I mean? Never heard of it before. It's the Deep Fat Fried podcast, but they do meetups every so often, and it's basically like every co-host has like their own little thing that they do, and then once they have like their whole set pretty much completed for all what they all do, then it's essentially from there just a hangout. You hang out with the dudes, maybe their wives are there, hanging out. You just meet like the whole cast essentially, and just hang out with them, smoke weed, drink beers, talk shit, fuck around, have fun. I mean, I've always been wanting to go to one of these meetups, and they've never been close to Portland until now with Seattle, because Paul, one of the co-hosts, lives not in Seattle, but like across the Puget Sound from Seattle. So one of their meetups is going to be up here in the PNW, and I was damn Vito. Vito. Chill. Vito.
Hi, Vito.
Look at you.
Hi, Jazzy. Hi, Vito.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, welcome, bus. Knock it off.
Bing bing.
I got pissed real quick.
Oh, 2-1. I figured you. I thought that was you, just you. I didn't think he was okay.
No, but he literally showed up at fucking the store right down here. Literally at the same place.
Nice. Hell yeah. Oh,
Dude, I got my license back.
hell yeah, brother.
There you go, man. Help yourself.
Well, I need to kill this first. And because I'm also a little.
Oh, so
hurt.
how did that mosh pit go? Dog,
Somebody like
stop?
hit me in the elbow or something right here, and I'm not
Vito.
realizing like, oh no. Am I at that moment in my life where I can't hit the pit like I used to? Like this, I'm like, oh no. I had a moment of reflection. I was like, uh-oh.
Jesse, I'm Vito.
And I'm okay, that actually felt good but hurt.
Vito,
But
down.
that felt good though. Vito down. Shut up, bro.
They go on their walk?
Yeah. I haven't done it. I was gonna do another one tonight, but then everything else added up. So
Vito, stop it. Vito,
I'm sure
down.
I can still get one, for him tonight
Down.
though. He'll get another one for sure.
Where's Zukov?
Oh, he's with my brother still.
What's he doing?
Pretty good. Yeah. I mean, my brother's actually being kind of the problem communicative one where he doesn't want to hit me up as much now, where it's a little annoying. But I mean, all in all, like we kind of have like a good talk about everything about him and stuff. Where at least with this space, because of just the size of it and
How's work going?
good. I actually had a day off because I made up a shift, or I made up for a shift on Wednesday, to make sure that I got today off, which is actually kind
I
of
work
funny.
tomorrow, so.
Which is actually kind of funny because I requested it off, fucking it up unintentionally because I meant to say a different date, not not today. But at that point, I was like, well, I got the day off. What concert is going on? And then I realized Cataclysm, one of my bands I've loved for a long time and I haven't seen in like 11 fucking years, when they had their Ghosts of Gods tour back in like 2015, I think. I was just like, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going to that. And then I realized they're co-headlining with 6 Feet Under with Chris Barnes, who used to be part of Cannibal Corpse. And I was like, oh. I was like, at the Hawthorne? I was like, okay. I'm going that shit. Fuck it.
I'm going to California next month, so.
Weren't you just there not that long ago?
A couple
No.
months ago for work, but I'm going.
But now you're going back?
I'm going there for a trip.
Nice. Hell yeah. Going there for not work, but recreation.
Going there to hang out with one of my homegirls that actually likes me for who I am instead of the girl that I'm with now.
I've heard some things about some of that, but hey, I mean,
Look
that's
at my
still rap.
fist. New windshield, the rest of
I
it never drove.
heard
Who
that.
told you?
Logan. I mean, who else, man? Who else?
Dude,
Your knuckles look. I mean,
when I went to go meet up with him and his homegirl was like, oh my fucking god, that was bad.
I've heard. I mean, it looked. I mean, from what I've heard, it sounded gnarly. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it looks not as bad now,
Yeah,
but
you know that homegirl you're talking about? It's her birthday today.
Oh shit.
So
I thought she gave me her number and shit.
after you're supposed to leave, I'm supposed to go meet up where she's gonna be. So can't stay too long.
Yeah.
Yo, tell her
I was
said
actually
happy
about to
birthday,
wrap it
man.
up and stuff too.
Jesse, could you move, baby girl?
Chunk. Up,
I
chunk.
appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, man.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
bought a 6-pack just because I was like, you know what, fuck it. I haven't hung out with you guys in a while, so I figured I'd buy a 6-pack.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
60 for the boys.
60 for the old boys.
Oh, 6.
I will say I kind
Would you
of.
like your chair back, Logan?
No, you're good.
Sure.
We got this one.
I don't mind giving you the chair back if you want it, bro. Because I know this is your spot where you sit.
It's all good.
Nah, don't worry about it, bro. You're all right.
No, I just want to be respectful because it is his place.
Finally be too old tomorrow. Definitely not finally. Well,
don't you still have my old phone, bro? That you stream on?
I mean, I use it as a Wi-Fi phone, so I'll use my Wi-Fi hotspot to look up
Heck
some stuff
yeah.
every so often. I'm thinking honestly because of the memory. The memory of this phone is not really that big anymore because every so often it'd be like, you have no memory anymore. I'm like, fuck. I need like a little backup, and I know your phone is actually not too bad with shit like that either. It's not really too bad of quality. It's not like the same.
I actually left my cell phone in my car too, so.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I know it's not necessarily the same quality, but it's still pretty good though, especially audio-wise. I'm like, okay. I mean, so I'm thinking at least if I need to, I can use it as a backup for media, so then I can like. Even if I'm like at the library or even using my Wi-Fi at my work, I can upload some stuff from that phone too.
Dude, hell yeah.
So I'm thinking honestly, just in case, if I need to, I'll just probably use that as backup just to make sure it's all charged up and shit.
Oh, fuck. I haven't had a good enough night to where I actually get to hang out with the boys because I'm always controlled by her kid or her. I don't get out as much anymore.
Yeah. Oh shit! Another thing I just realized, I want to make sure I can figure out a little bit of a ticket, see what that's all about for at least in a week or two, for at least a week for sure. With my niece,
I haven't seen you in a while.
I know Vito loved you.
Boy.
Yeah, he got hit by a skunk last night, so I had to.
Not hit. Well, he got a residue. He got residue, but Jazzy.
Last night was a bit of work.
Dude, last night was fucked.
Vito.
But now it's all freshly clean.
Vito, I missed you.
It was all that fresh.
All right, Vito, down. Come on, down.
Vito.
Good boy. Good boy.
Andrew, a little after we do all this, you trying to go for hanging with Emmy and shit?
Yeah. I'll be down to hang it if she's cool.
It's not her house, man. It's the thing.
Yeah, it's not her role, unfortunately.
Yeah.
More of like just the people they know and trust, so like they don't want like
Is it
unknowns.
the same place we were at?
Different spot. It's Northwest Portland, bro.
Different place.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit of a miss. That's why I'm a little like, all right, I'll come through, but I should already be there. It's all good though.
Well, let me know whenever you want to go, man.
We'll drink this beer and maybe smoke a cigarette with you and then probably bounce.
I don't smoke cigarettes, but I'll definitely have one more beer and call it
You
good.
don't smoke cigarettes anymore?
I quit smoking.
Oh, that's good.
Nice. Good shit. Nice. He's dirty. He's dirty. He's dirty. He's dirty.
The only reason I was trying to get people to hang out with, I got until fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, so.
For me, I would just look at that as like Z time at that point and be like, I need my Z's.
I'm on 4.5 hours of sleep.
So that's not terrible.
Her son decides to like to keep
Pop
us up.
on you and be like,
His favorite part is to hit me in the fucking nuts to wake me up.
oh my god, yeah. I unintentionally did that to my mom and dad. I would like kind of like, because it would be a way to wake up. I was a devious shit sometimes.
Stepdad, whack!
You're like, well, I'm awake now, you little. Like, I'm alright, I'm awake. What the fuck you want, you little shit?
I'm awake, I'm gonna fuck your mom, and then I'll be out there and make you food.
My god.
Usually what happens, so.
Beard.
I haven't drove out here in this area in a long ass time, so. I think the last time I drove out here is when I hung out with Logan and the homegirl. And I was like, dude, this was way worse than what it was.
Well, yeah, I figured. I mean,
Way
I've
worse.
heard it was really bad, where it was like you're like bleeding everywhere and shit.
I was.
I mean, yeah, like it doesn't look bad now, but I can imagine that it was pretty gnarly.
It was
fucked.
to the point to where I did not feel it was bleeding until 30 minutes later.
I'll tune me for that, buckaroos. So.
Well, I hope you have fun.